feel like I detract from the scene, but well, no, because it's so busy. But the plain white shirt looks great. So, all right. This is Jackie with In the Key of Change, and I'm here with Bright Light during the CMJ Music Marathon. We are standing in a really great space after enjoying quite a long period of music. Describe your sound on your current album, Make Me Believe in Hope.
Maybe sort of slightly melodramatic pop. There's lots of nods to late 80s and early 90s dance production, but there's some more organic elements like harp samples and piano and strings. So I guess it's sort of like just electronic pop music.
But I like the melodramatic. That's good phrasing. Good phrasing. Now you've toured with Erasure as well as Ellie Goulding. What are some things that you've learned from touring with those really great acts?
Maybe like the sort of process of touring. So everyone presumes that when you're touring that you get to see the world and everything is kind of amazing, but you really just see like the venue, maybe some of the people beforehand and afterwards, and like the hotel and the next place. So you learn a lot about keeping yourself in check, like your health in check and your voice in check, and your sort of mental health as well, because it's quite grueling. But it's really fun, but you have to sort of learn how to keep it fun and how to make it fun. But it's good.
It didn't sound like too rough of a life.
It's great. Like, it's amazing to get to do music, which is obviously like what you're passionate about if you do this kind of thing for a living, but sort of like learning how to do it and maintain it.
And I'm sure it helps to learn from those from the past. I hear you're a big 90s dance music fan. How has that influenced the music you make?
Well, I grew up listening to the radio in a Welsh valley. There was nothing else. It was just hills and sort of me and the radio and dance music, really. So for me, music has sort of been about taking myself out of a situation and imagining that I'm somewhere completely different. So it's inspired me to sort of make music that takes you out of your like commonplace situation. It refers to it, but it's like accelerating you to somewhere that you would like to end up. So I guess like the dance element for me is fun, and I really wanted my music to be kind of fun and accessible. It's not throwaway lyrics, but I wanted something that connects and something that makes people move and has a good rhythm. So I think the dance music affected my production and like the rhythmic element of my music a lot more.
Is there anything else specific that's influenced that album?
Lots of artists with really strong personalities like Pet Shop Boys, Kate Bush, Björk. People that think about the presentation of what they do as well, and they have like really holistic visions, and I think that they're interesting because they do very unexpected things with visual identity and sonic identity and somehow make them merge, even though what they do doesn't always fit, but they've got a specific personality for themselves as an artist, whatever happens with their music.
It's definitely a delicate balance. Like I said, we're here at CMJ. What are some benefits for you of playing this music festival?
Well, for me, the festival, I've never been here in New York when CMJ's been on, so it's cool to get to see lots of different bands. It's nice to be part of something and sort of be able to do a free show every so often. It's nice to be, part of the city when the city feels quite alive.
And the weather is gorgeous. Totally great time. You mentioned performing being important. What makes for a good showcase performance?
I think it's sort of difficult to choose the songs to play for like a showcase, but just having fun and sort of doing a little kind of snapshot show, which sort of shows the best of what you do, I suppose. So it's not too like obscure. It's just songs that people can connect with, and that show off some of your best skills, like some of the good vocal parts and some of the good dance beats, hopefully.
Connecting with people isn't always easy, but we do have social media. What role does social media play in your career?
Quite a large part, because I'm an independent artist, so you have to be on top of things like Twitter, YouTube, Instagram, Facebook. There's so many platforms. It's a bit overwhelming, really, because you spend so much of your day engaging with these platforms and sort of trying to talk to people and trying to mediate what you're saying so it's not too intrusive and it's also not too sort of like informationless. So it's a really tough aspect of the job, I think, because you have people who do that for a living, like social media branches of companies, and you sort of have to be able to do that as an artist as well. So it's it's a lot of like brain power that goes into social media.
So, while it is important, it's definitely more important to find time for playing and writing music. So, what's up next for Bright Light, Bright Light?
So the In Your Care EP, which is like my first new material since Make Me Believe in Hope, that comes out on the 24th of November. So I'll be doing a few shows supporting that, and then more new material in the new year, building up to the second record.
So stay tuned for more from Bright Light, Bright Light. This is Jackie with In the Key of Change. All right, that was great. Thank you.